Congressman Biggs, of course, Arizona, a border state, you know these issues so well. What will people feel from what Joe Biden is doing right now?
Well, you're going to feel almost immediately an impact of people crossing the border, because what he's doing is he's providing incentives for people to come and enter this country and stay in this country illegally. And I'll be down on the border again tomorrow and the next day, because what we are seeing, and when I'm talking to my friends in the Border Patrol, they're telling me that what's happening is they are moving people in. They've been massing across the border. And so what you will feel in this country immediately, almost immediately, is an influx of people. And you're don't be surprised if this spring looks a lot like the spring of 2019 when we had that massive surge, Harris.
Wow. Real quickly, Title 42 kept some of this at bay because of the pandemic. Will we notice that heats up too? Do we have the capability healthcare-wise to handle these people?
No, Harris. I mean, Title 42 right now, I've been told that we are turning away, because of Title 42 and the COVID emergency, we are turning away more people now than were coming in during the surge. So if Title 42 goes away, you're going to see a massive surge. And don't forget, there's reports last week of people coming up that were changing their COVID test results from positive to negative. You're not going to see control there. When we had the surge, we were bringing in all kinds of diseases that we hadn't seen in this country, some we never even identified. And that's a huge problem when we don't have the pandemic fully under control.
Yeah, God bless those families. You know, Congressman Biggs, you and I have talked about this before. They're in an impossible situation, and you know, with the laws changing now, it doesn't help them. All right, we'll move on to this. President Biden set to sign a host of executive orders on climate change, including a temporary ban on new oil and gas drilling. As you know, by now, he has stopped the construction of the Keystone Pipeline on day one of his presidency. One of the workers displaced by that joined me yesterday.
The president was able to, put us out of work by signing a piece of paper, but I'm the one that had to look these people in the eye and tell them they didn't have a job anymore. So if I got a little emotional, I think that's only human. The government don't create jobs. The private sector in this country creates the jobs. The government can, however, destroy jobs and kill jobs. They showed you that Thursday by killing my job, killing my career. That's what the government's capable of.
However, the president's choice for Commerce Secretary says workers like Neil Crabtree will get new jobs. Congressman, how can she promise that? I mean, is she personally going to run the job expo to make sure their families eat and have no problems?
Well, it's incredibly insensitive. I mean, we hope he gets a new job. I believe he probably will get a new job. But what happens in the interim? And how do you change your career? I don't know what age this gentleman was or any of these others, but you have to be able to get a new job. And what goes on in that interim, that space between jobs? And they're not going to get out there and say, okay, let's retrain you or anything like that. This guy and all of his workers, they had a job they thought that they like, they enjoy. It's important for their families. And now the government basically came in and said, no, you don't. And not only does it have micro and economic issues for those people, it has macroeconomics for this country, because it's going to endanger our opportunity to be energy independent, which is so huge as a foundation for our economic revival.
Real quickly, Neil Crabtree told me that the oil is already on the move. That President Biden has put his pen to paper at a time when, what are they going to do? Turn around all the trucks?
Yeah, I mean, this is crazy too. So if you don't like the Keystone Pipeline for whatever reason, you're going to put all of this on rail or on trucks, and it's far safer to have it in that pipeline than it is on the roads and on the rails. So that doesn't even make sense either.
Congressman Biggs, safe travels to the border tomorrow. We'll get you on the flip side for what you see and what you learn. Thank you.
Thanks, Harris.